Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of A Cup of Laurenade. And as you can see, I am not alone this week. I am with...
Taz! Or you can call me Mina. Actually, what is my name? So, my name is Tasmina, but you can call me Taz or Mina. Either way. Yeah.
Tasmina.
Yeah, most of my Korean friends can't say Taz, so they're just like, can we just call you Mina? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Fair.
Yeah.
And it's a Korean name as well.
Exactly,
Yeah.
so it's easy. So yeah, I don't mind. Call me whatever.
Yay.
Yeah.
And we've got our Yorkshire tea.
I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so much. She makes an amazing tea, by the way. I'm so happy.
I paid her to say that.
Ready? ASMR, ready?
Everyone loves that, you know. They really like that bit of the video. Oh, jeez. It's good.
You have to do that at the end.
This cup holds like the heat really well. This cup doesn't, so I might have to just down it.
I chose the best one then. Is yours still hot?
It is, but probably not as hot as yours. Very nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes. So today's episode is basically all about Taz. And I think you guys may remember that a few weeks ago I did mention that I would be bringing on a guest.
And it was me. You know, I didn't even know it was me.
She didn't realise. I just told her 5 minutes
I was
ago.
like, because I listened to your stuff on Spotify. So, like, I heard, like, I think I remember you saying, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have a guest. I was like, oh, I wonder who that's going to be.
It's you.
It's me. I found out today it was me. So, yeah, I'm happy. Thank you so much for having me, though. I'm so excited.
My first ever guest. I'm also very, very excited. But yeah, do you want to just introduce yourself and let everybody listening and watching know what you do?
Yeah, so I'm Taz, or Mina. I'm Taz. I'm a foodie content creator. I used to be a chef in the UK, as well as a whole bunch of other jobs. But my passion lies within food. I worked in entertainment for a while. And yeah, so right now in Korea, in Seoul, with lovely Lauren. And yeah, making food content, recipes, Korean fusion food. I started YouTube. That's interesting. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. We love YouTube. We also love Spotify, by the way.
Yeah, we love Spotify and YouTube and all of the SNS channels.
Yeah, we do. We love them all. But today, yeah, we'll be focusing on YouTube, I think, a little bit today. Or we can also talk about Instagram. We
Yeah,
can talk about whatever
Instagram
you want.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So
Let's have a
basically,
chat.
yeah, today's episode's going to be kind of like an interview style, but I would love to have you on just as like a guest anytime to talk about any other topic.
Oh, perfect. I'd love
Because-
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a ex-radio presenter.
Ex-radio
so-
presenter. I can literally talk for the UK, so I really don't mind.
Yay! Someone else who talks as much as me.
I think that's why we got along so well. We just spent hours talking about nothing.
Yeah. We've only known each other like
Few weeks.
less than a month, but the first time we met, we were just like blah 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 blah.
You know when you just know.
Blah, blah, blah.
You know when you just like you just know when you meet someone, you just click. It was like vibes. We made vibes.
Yeah. Vibes.
But yeah.
But yeah, so we're just going to be talking about a lot of different things, but centralizing around this lovely human being. So, of course, as part of my podcast, we know that we have to have Ick of the Week.
I have the perfect ick.
Okay.
So I don't do I mind this? So I don't mind it when children do it, but okay, wait, I should start off with it in the right way. So my ick of the week is egyo.
And for the people who don't know what egyo is, what is egyo?
Egyo is like, how do I even describe it? It's like, did you ever, if you guys watch Korean dramas and stuff like that, do you know that there's things that it's mainly girls, but guys and girls do to look cute and like playful to their partner to make themselves like, oh, I'm not gonna do it. I can't.
Cutie.
Yeah, cutesy like stuff.
Very deliberate.
Yeah, it's
cutie.
very like, it's so cringy.
It's not a natural cutie like me.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
example.
It's not like.
It's like very put on cuteness, which
Yeah.
is why it's kind of cringy. I agree.
Yeah, and it's not like, so if children do it, I don't mind it because it is cute. I find it cute when kids do it. But then if grown-ups do it. If it's in the privacy of your own home and you're doing it to each other like as a couple, fine, no judgment there. But my ick. So I was in the subway 2 days ago, and literally a full packed subway, and there was a couple right by the door. And oh my God, the PDA that was on display was intense. I felt like I should be paying for this. Like, it was not right. It just wasn't. It was weird. It was so weird, bro. And bro, it was so weird. And there was one time the the moment I physically cringed. Yeah, the moment I actually physically felt a little bit sick was when the girl did egg to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend just lapped it up. He just proper lapped up. But the way she did it was the most cringiest. Can
you recreate it for us?
Hell no.
Please.
I can't. I need a get me a man. And
I could in my green dress.
green feminine dress, lovely. Yeah, I don't know. It was just really bizarre to the point where everyone on the train looked at them, and we were all just like, what are you doing? Like,
were they kissing and stuff too, or was it?
He was kissing her head a lot, just like grabbing her head. And then he was kind of just like feeding her up at the same time, and she was, yeah, that's what I mean. It was very PDA, but like, yeah. Long story short, my ick of the week. Actually, maybe it's PDA my ick of the week.
That was mine, like literally 2 weeks ago.
Maybe about it's a combination of both. Like PDA. Oh, there was another one. I have another one. Oh my God, there was one time I was in the Han River, and then we were just having a picnic, me and my friends, and looked over, and there was this couple, and they were literally
straddling each other.
Fornicating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. I've seen it.
And I was like, I had no words. I'm never lost for words usually. So if you're
just like,
I was just, you know, like when you don't want to look, but you can't look away.
Yeah, because you're just thinking.
I was like, what are you doing? And everyone else in the park was also looking at them like,
come on now.
Can you go to a love motel or something? Do you know what I mean?
Motel and just get it over with. Sorry.
Wow, that attitude.
I'm literally married. I sound so bitter. I was just like,
go to a motel and get it over with.
It's so annoying. I do completely agree with this ick.
Yeah, and it's very common in Korea. It's very like, obviously it happens abroad too. It happens in the UK, but here for some reason, and it's not all the time, but when you do catch it, it's intense.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's very common
like
here.
They both just got let out of prison at this stage, and they're just like, I've not touched a human.
That's probably it.
The school prison? The school prison. To be fair.
Wait, no. They weren't school, they weren't teenagers, the couple that I saw in the subway.
Oh, okay.
They were like full-grown adults, like,
okay.
They were probably a little bit older than me.
The work prison.
Ah.
I don't know.
The work prison of society.
If anyone knows, please do let me know in the comments. But yeah, the PDA is like, it's next level.
It's just intense.
And very loud.
Oh my God. I didn't think about that actually. You can hear the kissing. It's like ASMR.
Yeah.
But the worst
kind. I feel like
kind.
PDA in the UK is just a little bit more like...
It's more like
public,
hand-holding.
But it's still private at the same time.
Yeah. It's like hand-holding and like hugging and stuff. Like arms around the waist and stuff. Around the shoulder. And like, that's very normal. And yeah, you see that here too. But when it's like intense... And there is intense PDA.
Heavy petting.
Oh my God, I've never seen that anywhere else. But it's, what's really bizarre about it? The fact that obviously Korea is quite a conservative country.
Yeah.
Yet that happens. So I'm a little bit like, oh, okay, it's interesting. It's not like, I sound like I'm judging, and I kind of am, I guess. But
it's fine. That's what we're doing. It's the ick. It's your own ick.
Yeah, it's just my own ick. Like, personally, I wouldn't. But if someone else wants to, fine. Like, you live your life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just like, can you do that in private? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Like, I get that you're very in love, but
I love that.
Not in front of me.
Yeah, I love that you're in love, and I love that you're enjoying each other's company, and I love that. I love love. You know that saying, I love love. So like, I love that for them, but can you do it less in public and then privately in your own home?
There's a limit to what should be socially acceptable.
Exactly.
I think.
I don't think it's an unreasonable request.
I don't think so. I think a lot of people would agree.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Yeah,
am I going to get cancelled for this?
Oh, I can't stand the PDA. Oh my gosh. No, I hate it.
Oh,
I do hate it.
oh, lovely tea. I'm so hot.
Tea. I put the AC on a bit higher for you, but...
Okay. It's because I don't want to take off my cardi because I have no sleeves and my arms are chunky.
Chunky.
You know, like those chunky Kit Kats.
Kit Kat's chunky.
Oh, my
They're the best.
My arms are like a chunky Kit Kat.
Chunky? Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know.
Chunky. Chunking.
You know what it is?
Chunky.
It's because I'm around you.
I'm not that northern.
No. I mean, like, for some reason, when I'm around my British friends, which I don't have that many of, I feel very, like, I suddenly turn into... what do I turn into? Like, I turn very goofy.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm a goofy person.
I think I just feel more natural just to be goofy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like you can be very comfortable because I feel like British people understand the humour.
Yeah.
So I turn a little bit
Yeah.
crazy.
Because we're very sarcastic people and we don't take ourselves too seriously. So when there's an opportunity to just make fun of each other, it's just nice.
I love it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Like, she looks a bit like a cute leprechaun today.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just need a little...
It's the hair as well. I'm like a little
Oh my
farmer.
God. Yeah. The whole vibe going on today. I love it.
Oh my God. I wasn't wearing this, but I had to get changed because I looked like
A ghost.
Casper. So
She wore a white t-shirt before and literally you were transparent. Beautiful, transparent.
ghostly pop problems. You know, everyone in school called me Casper when I was younger. I was so pale.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cute though.
It wasn't in a nice way back then. Everyone was wearing fake tan. Of course, it wasn't in a nice way. But I refused to wear fake tan.
The fake tan days. Oh my God. Do you remember the fake tan? And were Paul's Boutiques bag popular?
Oh my God. I remember when my mum took me into Liverpool to buy one of those. And it was just the best day ever. Oh my God.
I never... maybe it was...
They were like 40 quid. Were they 50 quid? I can't remember how much they were.
I think so. I think they were like 50, 60 or something. And like some of the girls at my school used to wear them and stuff. But some of the designs were really nice and some of them were tacky as heck.
Tacky.
They were so tacky and it was like, it wasn't very my style. In school, I was very much goth vibes.
Oh, okay.
I know, unexpected, right? I used to wear my eyeliner is now on top, but I used to wear it underneath. So my eyeliner used to be like underneath and like I used to wear those fingerless gloves. I loved.
Were they stripy too?
Yes!
I had a pair of them. To be fair,
They were purple and black stripy fingerless gloves, and I loved My Chemical Romance.
Oh,
Muse.
yeah.
Oh God, I don't even know if I should mention the other one. Let's just say the leader is in prison now.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
For this other particular band. If you know, you know.
I don't know. I was listening to.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but that bag would slap right now. Loved by Liverpool schoolgirls. I told you. Oh, it's in the Liverpool Echo.
God, how long ago was this article?
Last
22?
year.
Ooh. Is it back?
I think it would be.
You
back.
know, like the 90s and like old fashioned.
Shelloid. It's all back.
Yeah, literally, like all the old styles and stuff, they're all back now.
Yeah, better get those fingerless gloves out, love.
They are in my bin from 20 years ago.
Oh my God, I want one of these bags now.
Sorry guys, my lips were so dry.
That's okay.
I got my Nivea lip balm now. Is it Nivea? Oh no, it's my Daiso one.
Yes, we love Daiso.
Cherry flavour and...
Oh, is it a bit pink too?
Tinted.
It
Cherry
suits you.
flavour. Mwah!
Ooh, everyone
Mwah.
save that kiss. Oh, you broke the audio.
Oh my God.
Okay, it is all good. Okay, breathe first before I start.
Yeah.
Okay, so my ick of the week then is slow people.
Oh.
And this can be so many different things, but there was one thing in particular that really riled me up this week was I was waiting to go into the convenience store was I after a little, I was just after a little triangle kimbap, you know, you need that afternoon
Little
snacky snack. And I saw an older woman, she was like 50 something, coming out. And so the entrance was super narrow. So I just like stepped down and like moved out the way.
Yeah, that's normal.
Because that's called manners. And I moved out the way, and she was like a freaking tortoise coming out of that door. She looked at me and she deliberately took her sweet time, because I like was really late and I was like running to the convenience store. She was like,
she'll wait.
She's like, okay. And she just like waltzed out like this, and I just looked at her and I was like, literally
Halmoni.
So rude.
Halmoni.
At least just like be like,
yeah,
or something.
To be honest though, I feel like it's not, I know it's not everyone, I know it's not all old people here, but I do feel like the elderly here are very entitled.
I know.
In a way that they can be rude, and it's not just like old people to foreigner thing, it's old people in general. She wasn't old?
She was like 50. Is that old? I don't know.
No.
50's not old.
Oh, then,
if she was a grandma, I'd be like, okay, I'll kind of forgive you a little bit. But she was like 50, 60
Was she
max.
injured?
Maybe, to be fair.
If she wasn't injured and she was just doing it for bants, screw her.
I think she was doing it because
Screw
I
you,
was
man.
like... And then she was just like...
Wow.
Like
that reminds me, actually. Part of that is, you know when people walk and then they stop in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
So like
just dead. They're looking at their phone and then just stop, and you like bump into them.
Yeah, and especially like on the subway. So like Korean subway system is very fast. Like people sprint in and out basically. So like, you know, you have to walk fast. You have to like get on the subway, get off the subway, walk to your next destination, your next change or whatever. And there was this one woman, she was in front of me and we were all walking really fast. Suddenly she stops. I bump into her. She gives me the dirtiest look, like I did something. The guy behind me bumps into me. She just caused like a chasm of freaking chaos just because she stopped. And she looks at me and she's looking at me up and down. The guy behind me, he was just like, he said in Korean, like, what are you doing stopping like that? You just did this to all of us. So I'm grateful, like, whoever you are.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You are an angel. But no, because I think he was just like, oh, well, she's foreign, she's not going to say anything. Let me stand. Like, so he stood up for me, which I really appreciate. But I was just there like, are you kidding me? Like, what's wrong with you?
Was she going the wrong way, or?
No, she just stopped because she was texting.
Oh,
so
my gosh.
I can't walk and text, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, because I will make so many texting mistakes. Now, when I walk and text, I think I've done it to you before.
Yeah, but what is she saying?
Like, sometimes I will send a text to my friends. Like, if it's someone I don't know, then I will park up and I will text, you know. I will park myself into a nice little parallel parking position and text, or wait till I get to my destination and I'll text. But usually if I'm just texting people on the go.
Whilst walking, by the way, guys.
Whilst walking, I just make a lot of mistakes. I'm just like, and I send it. Usually, most of the time, you understand what I'm trying to say. What did I say? Oh, I text my friend earlier. And I was just like, so he's a model. And I was like, oh, have a good and I was meant to say, have a good shoot, like a photo shoot. And I went, have a good shit.
And he was like, yeah, I will, thanks.
And he was like, to be honest, I think I need one. So, you know, most of my friends understand, like, when what I'm trying to say, they understand. But it's caused some confusion in the past.
Yeah. It is really stressful because even when you're just like walking down the street, someone can just stop dead and you just bump into them, or you have to suddenly go like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
people,
annoying.
walk properly, please.
It's just the phone zombie culture now.
There's a Korean word for that. Phombi? For zombie?
Hunbi?
Honbi? I don't know, there's a word for it.
Hinbi?
It's like a Konglish
phone zombie, right?
Yeah. Wait, let me
I think it's pun. No, it's not.
Phone zombie.
Smombi.
Smombi.
Smartphone zombie. Smombi. Smartphone zombie.
Smombi. Yeah, smombi. So like a lot of us are smombis, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think you have to pick and choose Not on a subway station. Yeah. But yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
It's not okay and it's not fine.
Thank you for validating my feelings.
Always. I get so irritated by things like that.
You know what it is? I don't get a chance to complain much.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
God. That's what Ick of the Week is for.
Yeah. I appreciate Ick of the Week.
Yeah. Do you want to do the little song?
No.
Oh.
You do it.
Okay, guys, that was Ick of the Week.
Okay, let's do it together.
Okay,
ready?
Okay, guys. Wait. Are you ready? Okay, guys, that was Ick of the Week.
Oh! Harmonizing! Wow!
She smashed it. She's my first guest, or any other guest after Taz is going to be. They're going to have a lot to live up to.
We're hitting a Norabang after this.
I love Norabang. There's a really good coin Norabang nearby. We can go and let all the stress out.
I think that's on the cards, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a really nice one. The mics are really good quality.
Excuse me while I just put my lip on one.
It's fine, you do your thing. Okay, so now, ooh, that was nice. Can you do this?
Mine sounds like a click though, like, wait, what was that sound like a duck?
I can't do it now. You sound like Donald Duck. Oh dear. Okay. So for the main segment of the podcast, we're going to be talking about Taz and about, everything related to you basically and life as a cooking content creator, because you're the only cooking content creator that I know, actually.
Wow.
And, I did my episode a few weeks ago about being like a smaller influencer content creator, and that's how this came about, because I wanted to talk to somebody else about it and have someone else's opinion.
Yeah.
In a field that's not the same as mine.
Yeah.
As well.
To be honest, like, I agreed with a lot of what you said in that podcast, and I know we talked about it previously before you recorded that too. It's not easy, man. It's not easy.
It's not.
I think I've had Instagram for maybe 4 years now, 5 years now. So I started Instagram for my business. So in the UK, oh God, I have to really go through my history. So are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this. So
They're ready.
Rewind almost 10 years ago. So I graduated with film and TV production degree. I worked in the industry, film, TV, radio for about 10 years. And then I went into banking. That's a story and a half. So I went into banking, which completely different sector. One of the reasons I went into banking was stability, basically. So as much as I loved, and I still do, I still love entertainment and creativity is one of the things I do now still. It's not a stable income, realistically, do you know what I mean? Unless you're a salaried employer with a big company, a lot of the stuff you will do is freelance work and project-based. So, 1 month you can get a lot of money, then you have to survive off that money for the next 6 months sometimes, And me being a Taurus, I needed some stability in my life. I went for this banking position. I knew nothing about finance. I was all right at math, but truthfully, I hated math at school. It was my worst subject. But they said, you have the people skills. You have everything you need to be with customers, be with clients, be with people, to help manage their money and stuff. And I was like, okay, sure. So I learned the financial stuff as I was working for the company. And time flew. My plan was do it for 1 year and then continue with the entertainment stuff on the side and find a company or something. But I ended up being there for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, time just flew. And obviously I just worked in different positions and stuff and did different things within the company. But I think I really, really missed that creativity. So what happened was, I've been cooking all my life anyway. So my background is British Bangladeshi. So I grew up with British food. I grew up with Bangladeshi food. I had friends from so many different cultures and backgrounds.
Yeah.
And being from the UK, that's one of the most amazing things.
Yeah.
The diversity is huge in the UK, and I think that's something to be really proud of.
Yeah, I'm so proud of that.
Yeah. And so, you know, I was
Got goosebumps.
I know it
Got goosebumps.
so because of that, I was just exposed to so many different kinds of food, and I just completely fell in love with food and cooking, and food was like the center of everything, and in life in general, in all family gatherings, events, and everything. And so then while I was in banking, I started cooking, and then I started feeding people, and then people started telling people about my food, and then suddenly it was just like, hey, can you come cook at my event? Can you come do this? And it just grew. And then next thing you know, I had a cooking business. I was doing private chef stuff. I was doing events. I was going on BBC shows. I did a TED Talk, which is...
Yeah, I have a TED Talkie in my house. TED Talker? TED
Speaker.
I
TED
didn't
Talkie.
even know.
Like a walkie-talkie.
TED Talkie.
Honestly, it's one of the most, I'm thankful that I got to do a lot of stuff in my life, and I accomplished a lot of things. That is probably one of in the top.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched it I think I watched it once since I did it. I haven't watched it.
Do you get too nervous watching it, or?
Honestly, it's a case of, I know now I could do it better.
Yeah, but that was how long ago?
That was 2019, so that was
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was very nervous. It was weird though, because, you know, I had my own show on radio and stuff like that. But for some reason, being in front of the audience of however many hundreds it was, and with cameras and things like that, again, something I've done before. But for
Yeah.
some reason, I think because it was the name.
The name, the
attached.
brand, yeah.
So it was TEDx, but it was like the city. So it was TEDx Newport, basically. So, yeah, I can't watch it just because I'm just like, I wish I could do it again so I can do it better, because I feel like, because we also had a lot of technical issues and, you know, all that stuff. So I haven't watched it just because I cringe a little bit.
That's okay. I don't like watching a lot of my videos back too.
So I
except
cringe
for
a little bit,
editing.
but it's also one of the proudest things. But, you know, that led me to that. And then, yeah, my TED Talk was all about communities and bringing communities together through food and cooking. Yeah, you can go watch it, I guess.
I'll link it down below. Everybody go and watch Taz's TED Talk.
I also look very different, I think, kind of ish. It was 4 years ago, to be fair.
Yeah.
And also, I haven't had plastic surgery, if that's what you're wondering. But yeah, as you can see.
Even though we're in the land of plastic surgery.
Yeah. And then what happened? And then, it was around this time I discovered Korean food through my sister.
Okay.
So I've got two beautiful younger sisters, and one of them was really into J-pop and K-pop. And she introduced me to BTS at first, and she introduced me to Korean culture. She introduced me to the language. She introduced me to everything Korean. She knew so much about it. So I started watching videos, I started watching cooking stuff, and I just totally fell in love with the culture, everything about it. I just deep dived into it. And it was the first time apart from the cooking thing, it was the first time I was just like, you know, when you fully delve into something and you're like, just like, oh, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did that. And then I was cooking more Korean food and stuff. And I just got to know more about the culture. At the time, I was looking for a change. Huge change. I think I felt like I did everything I could do.
Yeah.
I felt like in the UK, it sounds a bit arrogant, I guess, but I felt like a big fish in a small pond, in a way. Like within business wise, I felt like, yeah, it could grow a bit more, but to be honest, I'm happy with where it's at. I was making decent money and the company was doing well, but I wanted a challenge and I wanted to explore more. Like, I think with food and cooking and stuff, like, you never stop learning. And I wanted to expand my knowledge as a chef, as a creator, as all those things. So I used Instagram for my business. I never really used it for content creating. And then I moved here and I was like, I need to use it for content creating.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah. So I don't have many followers. I have 1,179 followers, which I love very dearly. Most have been there since day one, pretty much. And I hit 1,000 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, yeah. So I'm very grateful. I'm so grateful. Like, it's really weird. Like, I don't call myself an influencer, but people call me a influencer. And I think part of it is my impact on the business world as opposed to the social media side. So I'm working on the social media side, but I just need help.
I'm here.
So yeah, I wanna eventually help people. Like, I have a plan. I'm not gonna share it yet, but I have a plan. It's a long-term plan. But yeah, it's to do good, to do some good in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you're a good person.
Oh, stop it.
Don't cry on the podcast. I cry every week on it. It's fine. You can cry if you want.
Just two people go, life.
Yeah. I think that's why I cry every week.
Real. So real for that.
Have you got any tea? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'm good.
You can down it. You've been talking a lot. Down it. I finished mine.
If I down it, I'll burp.
That's fine. You can burp. I can edit it out. Don't worry. Okay.
Ready.
Okay then. So, what challenges have you faced as a small content creator, and how have you overcome them?
I don't think I've overcome any of my challenges.
Okay. No, that's fine.
My challenges are usually money, time, resources.
Okay.
So content creating is obviously not my full-time job. I have another job, and then I do my content creating with the hope of it becoming something eventually. But because I have a full-time job that I earn money, and I have to, dedicate time to that too, and pay my rent.
Yeah.
I also sometimes don't have time to do my content creation. And I really have to figure out a balance between that and socializing, networking, and doing all those other things that's going to help me get to where I want to be. So I think time is for me, time is one of life's valuable assets.
Yeah.
So I don't like to waste it. So I try to utilize everything I do and utilize, like, seeing my friends and prioritizing, because I'm an extrovert. So I need that. I need my friends,
Me
and
too.
I need that energy as well, So yeah, it's just, I think, balancing everything. And also cooking content is expensive. Like, I have to rent out a studio, and the studio is not cheap. I have to buy ingredients. The ingredients in Korea are not cheap. Like, Korean grocery shopping, it's actually cheaper to order delivery food than it is to buy groceries.
Yeah.
So I'm spending a lot more. I'm being paid a lot less and spending a lot more than I was in the UK. But I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I love doing it, and I'm learning every time I grow and grow. And I do Instagram, and I started YouTube. Season 1 is a mess, but it's amazing at the same time because I learned so much from it.
Yeah.
Of what I need to do for season 2, which lovely Lauren will appear on season 2. So yeah, I just learn. Just try to learn, to be honest. And I think another challenge is, because you are a smaller influencer, there are sometimes people don't want to work with you because you're a small influencer. But actually, to be honest, sometimes the smaller influencers are one of the ones that have the most impact.
Yeah, more authentic.
Yeah, the authenticity, the value of the relationships between the community and the content creator. And it's not saying that, bigger content creators don't have that. It's not that at all. But it's a case of, like, I know if I were to, say, sell something, then the 1,000 followers, I know at least 80% would be able to buy it. Do you know what I mean? So, and collaborations and stuff, like, I'm really grateful for the people in my life that, I've also met recently, and like you as well, like, saying yes to collaborations, because you know, people believe in what I do or people like me as a person and stuff like that. Literally the way I keep saying is to be authentic.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to do something that wasn't me, then I'd be like, what's the point of me doing it?
Yeah,
You know?
same. I don't think I could sell my soul.
No. Like I've had people approach me about, like, brands and stuff approach me asking me to do this and this, and I'm just like, that's nowhere near what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes like I get skincare stuff and things like that, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell them I'm not going to post it on my Instagram food page because it's a food page.
Yeah.
And unless I can connect it to my food thing, then I can't do it, because then my followers are going to be like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not authentically me, you know? So I put it on my TikTok. My TikTok's got 65 followers.
Mine has 200, don't worry about it.
Literally, it's really bad. I should use it more, but I forget. I always go in and I just scroll through random dance videos. Like, that's all I will use it for. But I think I need to get better at that. So I think that's a learning thing.
We can learn about TikTok together.
Yeah, we can help each other on that.
We
I
can
think
ticky-tocky
we
together.
can ticky-tocky together. But yeah, I think I think the whole thing is a challenge, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's a learning thing. Yeah.
I think a lot of people, when they start out YouTube, like the first, you know, you're not going to start it and your first video is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like for me, years ago when I was vlogging, those videos don't exist anymore. But when you look back, you know, it's a great way of learning how to improve.
Mm.
And so you can look at season 1 as like, yeah, the start, and the only way is up from there.
100%. The season 1, like, you know, my friends were very honest with because I forced them to watch it, and then they were just like, oh, like this needs to be fixed. I was like, I know there are things that needed to be fixed, but I wanted to get it out there. So I was like, it's not perfect at all. Like, there's things, I'm a perfectionist, but I'm also a creative person, so I know that I'm never going to be happy with the stuff I put out.
Mm-hmm.
But I know season 1, I know there were so many mistakes with it, partly because of resources, because I didn't have a proper mic, I didn't have certain stuff. And I didn't have the money to fix it.
Yeah.
So I carried on season 1. It started to get better with each episode, but then I carried on season 1 with the most awful audio. The audio's terrible, but I know it and I'm going to fix it for the next season.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't have the time, money or resources at the time to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I wanted to get it out. I just had to get it out there. Just so it was out there. Season 1 is done. Okay, season 2, this is how it's going to improve. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I'm excited.
Long ass answer.
You talk a lot,
Isn't
but
it?
it's fine. How many questions can I ask? Okay. What the heck was that?
Oh, my lip balm.
Oh, I was like,
Why did it suddenly roll off though?
my house is wonky. I guess.
My house is wonky.
Okay. So I want to know what your favourite Korean dish to cook is and why.
I love galbijim.
Okay, can't eat it.
Sorry.
Why is it your fave?
That and what else? Okay, galbijim first. It's favorite because it's gonna sound weird, but the time it takes. Mm-hmm. So it's quite a long process to cook it and to make it. It's more like an all-day thing, but I quite like that because it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
And at the end, you're left with tender, beautiful meat and vegetables, and it's sweet and savoury at the same time. Mm-hmm. And that combination of sweet and savoury and umami, my mouth is dribbling right now. Yeah, it's good.
Ooh.
It's good. So that's my favourite, one of my favourite dishes. But I also like pajeon. I like Korean pancakes, like seafood Korean pancakes.
I make a bomb kimchi pancake.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I just had an idea. Okay.
I make such good kimchi pancake. Ooh.
Interesting. Oh, that's giving me an idea, actually.
First time I cooked it for Sammy, he was like, what? You made this? I was like, yeah.
It's not bad, Dad.
It's not.
It wasn't delivery.
It was like one of the first ever Korean dishes I made because it's so like simple and accessible. Because it was in the UK that I first started making it.
Yeah.
And I think I've perfected it now.
I'm going to try your pajeon. Your kimchi pajeon.
We just ate. Why am I like suddenly like drooling?
Oh, but yeah, I think that's one of my favorites. But I love Korean food in general. It's just delicious and wholesome and yummy.
Yeah, it's got a very home.
It's comforting.
Yeah,
it's really
comfort
comforting.
food.
Like, I find myself craving Korean food now. Like, if there's, like, at work, I stopped, because at work we get lunches, but I stopped my lunches at work for dieting purposes. Because I didn't want to have rice every day, which as a South Asian, that goes against every grain, like every fiber of my being.
How could you?
I know. My ancestors are just like, what are you doing?
They're rolling over.
You have to have rice. What are you doing? But yeah, no, like it's, I just didn't want it every day. And like, because I was paying money for it and I was like, you know what, I'll stop it for now.
Yeah.
But I find myself missing it because it was home comfort lunches. So today we had a very nice Korean lunch. It was lovely.
Lovely. Cheap and cheerful.
It was
and
like
homemade by
£5.
Three old ladies.
3 old ladies who definitely not had hygiene.
Yeah.
Found a hair in my food, but I still ate it. It came in like a really hot stone, and I found the hair, and I was like, you know what? All the bacteria is dead.
Bacteria is definitely dead. It's
Fine.
boiling hot.
I was starving. I didn't care. I was like, you know what? Just so you know, for future purposes, I mean, just so it's on record, I would not feed that to you, okay? I would not feed that to my guests, but it's just for me. I ate it, okay? Don't question my hygiene for my cooking, okay?
It's okay. It was in a stone pot that was boiling hot. I think there's no bacteria left in there.
But yeah, I won't feed you my hair when you come on my show.
It's all right. As long as it's clean. I don't mind.
Washed it. Smell my hair. It's lovely today.
Ooh. Mine smells of nothing.
Of nothing? Your pigtails are really cute.
Thank you.
No, it smells of... It's like perfume of some sort. Yeah. Just sniffing each other's hair.
What has this episode become? Okay, so have you had any memorable interactions or experiences with your viewers or fellow creators that stand out to you?
Yes. During COVID, I was in the UK, or part of COVID, I was in the UK, and my chef business, obviously, we weren't having people over. So my chef business went online. So I was doing online cooking shows.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it was pretty fun. And it was the first time I got to interact with the public. Because before that, I didn't do lives and stuff. Because, again, I was using social media for business purposes, not for social media purposes. But this was like a combination. And I got to talk to people, and people were cooking with me as I was cooking.
Oh, that's lovely.
It was really cool, yeah. So, like, I sent, like, a ingredients list. I was like, this is what you're going to need. We're going live in an hour. And then, yeah, like, people would send me the pictures of the food they made after we cooked together. Yeah, it was cool. That was a really cool moment in my career, actually. Yeah.
Another Twitch streamer that I follow, she originally was a pastry chef, and she did a very, very similar thing during COVID, and she would, like, get the viewers all in, like a
grid.
Like a Zoom kind of meeting thing, and she would be baking, and then she would check on their progress as it was going on.
Yeah, that's basically what I did, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really fun. So basically, like, there was a media company in my city that they wanted creators to entertain people basically during COVID, and I was the cooking show section. So yeah,
I love it.
It was fun. Yeah, it was really fun. But it was really cool to see people making my stuff and followers sending me like, oh, I made this, like, I made your recipe, and also they adapted it a little bit to, like, you know, cater it to, like, either their taste or their allergies and stuff like that. I loved it. That's exactly what I want people to do when it comes to cooking. That's exactly how you should do it. You don't have to follow, like, my recipes to a T. Like, adapt it how you want to and make it your own, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Aww.
It's so wholesome, this episode, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Apart from the PDA and Ix, it's very wholesome.
And sniffing each other's hair.
Sniffing each other's hair. Almost burping on burping on the show.
It's fine. I burp a lot. It's okay. Okay.
That's a good one, I guess.
This one.
Peter Pan's, yeah.
Or should I not ask that, like, near the end?
Oh, yeah, sure.
What about this one?
I think I can have a short answer to that one.
Ooh. Okay, so I personally do not deal very well with negative comments because I take a lot of things to heart.
Yes.
And I think people who leave mean comments just need to get a freaking life.
Yeah, agreed.
But I want to know how you handle negative comments or criticism on your posts or content.
It depends on the criticism and stuff, I guess. Like if it's something like I don't know, if it's people I know saying, oh, like this, like on one of my YouTube videos, oh, this audio is blah, blah, blah. I know it's crappy. I know I need to sort it out. If it's people literally just commenting like, oh, you look like shit, or like you look whatever, I don't get those, to be honest. But if what was one of the comments was like, oh yeah, one of the comments was, oh, you should go on a diet, and I was like, well, jokes on you because I am. Like I just don't take them seriously. Like I don't know them. I don't care for them. They're not my follower. Like
Yeah.
it's just a troll basically. If it's a follower who's genuinely like, no, actually, if it's a follower and they say you're just gonna die, I'd be like, you're joking. But I don't know. I only want good, decent people. But I also feel like people who follow food content or follow people who want to know about culture and stuff like that are usually good people.
Yeah.
I think. So luckily I've not had to deal with it as much. I've had some in the past, and I'm like you, like I do take stuff to heart, but at the same time, they don't know me, I don't know them.
True.
So I kind of look at it as like, okay, that's your opinion, that's fine, but it's not constructive if I'm not going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's constructive, I'll be like, okay, let me think about that, and I'll change it or whatever. But if it's something like criticizing,
attacking you.
if it's just an attack, I'm just like, yo, get a life.
Get a life.
Literally.
Stop trying to tell me how to live my life.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, but yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's an age thing, but as I get older, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I
think so. Like
when I was
over the
younger,
years,
definitely. When I was younger, I used to be very like, comments used to make me cry. But now I'm just like, oh, okay, fine.
Thank you for taking some time out of your life to comment about my life.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad I'm so important to you. Mwah.
That's a very good way to look at it. Okay, then. So then I'll ask this one and then I'll ask this one to finish. Okay. So what are your future plans and goals for your cooking channel content? Any exciting projects on the horizon?
Oh, I've got so many exciting things happening. I can't share them though. Well, so basically, on YouTube, so there's 2 more episodes of season 1 due to come out. There was a whole delay because I lost the footage.
No.
And then I got it back, so I'm editing episode 6, and hopefully it should be out either next week or the week after. It's about 2 months late, so I apologize about that. So got 2 more episodes of season 1. Filming of season 2 is happening next month, early next month. God, October is coming in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
So filming season 2 is happening then. Got a cameraman who's amazing. You'll see him. He's brilliant. He's a proper pro who works for KBS, like insane. I got a manager, got my shorts editor. I've got a team now.
Yay.
Before I had my dear friend Hannah, who was like my manager, but she's left. So
Hi Hannah, if
I miss
you're
you.
watching or listening.
So we miss Hannah. But yeah, I've had to find a new team now. So season 2, new guests, new episodes, new concept a little bit too. So watch season 1. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
But season 2 is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to change the concept a little bit and test it. And I think then when I do season 3, it's going to be my not final season, but my final concept idea. So everything's a bit of an experiment right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited for you to see the people I have on.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah, so Lauren's going to be probably episode 2 or 3, maybe 1, in the first 3 episodes. And then, eventually you're going to meet other people. I'm basically just introducing you to all my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
We're going to cook together, eat together, chats, and, we'll make some recipes. They might not be great, but we'll see.
I love cooking, so I'm very excited.
I'm excited. You're excited.
I'm married to a chef. I know how to cook. I say that and it's going to be a disaster.
I'm going to give you the hardest task.
No.
No, it'll be fine. But yeah, so that's coming up. One of the very many exciting things. I can't tell you the other stuff yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secret, but yeah. Okay, so then lastly, could you share some tips for someone who wants to start their own cooking content channel or YouTube, like social media kind of?
Be authentic.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons I'm still doing it is because I'm just being genuine. Like, if I can't post something, it's realistically, like, you know, you're meant to post on social media like 3 times a week and stuff like that. I can't. Like,
Yeah.
I physically can't. I got too many other things I've got going on. I've got my job. I've got other jobs and stuff I do. So realistically, you know, I know what my limitations are for now. But it just means that when I do post, it's something that I really want to post and something I really want to show you. So I think if you want to start something, be genuine and be authentic to who you are, because then you will continue to enjoy it. If you end up doing stuff that you don't like to do, or if you end up doing stuff because you have to do it as opposed to because you want to do it, that's when it gets a bit like, it just feels like a job that you don't want to do.
Draining.
Yeah, it feels draining and it's not good for your soul. Like, a lot of the time we're content creators because we're creative people, and we like to create content, whatever part of content creator you are, whether it's beauty or cooking or traveling or whatever kind of content you want to do, just be authentic and just make sure that you enjoy what you do. And that's the main advice. Enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
Good message to end on, isn't it?
Very nice message to end on. That is it for the main segment of the podcast. Thank you for being such a lovely guest.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry I talk so much.
You do, but it's good.
You have a lot to edit. You have a lot of content to edit now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think I need to cut a lot out, except from when you put on your lip balm and then...
What? No one wants to see my... You guys don't want to see that?
Maybe they do.
I'm a struggling artist, guys. No, but thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the last segment of my podcast is This Week in Korea. So you're going to be the news anchor today and let me know what has happened this week in Korea.
Honestly, I try to ignore the news half the time because it's very sad. I know BTS news, if you guys are BTS fans. BTS have just re-signed their contract with Hybe. I still don't know, actually.
How do you pronounce it? Please let us know.
I think it's Hybe. Anyway, they've just re-signed, so it means that after they reunite again, after their military service in 2025, they will continue as a group and doing solo stuff. And also, their net worth is now it was in the billions before, but they've literally doubled their net worth now. They are very, very, very rich people. Because they had a down payment of like 13 million or something like that, or 13 like dollars
USD. I was going to say 13 million won is not
it's not much in won, but yeah, like a USD is like about that on average as a down payment, and then the rest is going to come from concert sales and album sales and royalties and all that stuff. And one of the members, Yoongi, also known as Sugar, also known as August D, he went to the military yesterday.
Bye-bye.
On my sister's birthday, can you believe?
Oh, was she sad?
Yeah, it's her bias as well. So she was like, on my birthday, he has to go to the military.
If it makes her feel any better, 21 disbanded on my birthday, so yeah.
What a birthday gift.
Yeah, it was great.
So yeah, BTS news, everyone.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do entertainment. I always try to keep the news segments very light-hearted because...
So no news about North Korea then?
No.
I saw some military jets yesterday.
Do you know what? When they were flying around the other week, I was literally hiding under the covers. I was like, this is it, guys. This is it. And I took a video on my phone and I wanted to post it on TikTok, but I was just like, no, I won't do it.
You know that day we had that warning? Do you remember that day? And the government were like, there's going to be like a 20-minute warning. So if you hear the siren, you have to go into a shelter and stuff like that.
I couldn't hear anything. I'm so screwed.
I heard it. And then I was like, huh. It it was very much like I just accepted my fate, and like I remember calling mum.
It was a test.
Like, yeah, it was a test anyway. But you know, before that there was like a siren, like a warning on our phone.
Oh yeah, I was still asleep.
The fake missile thing.
Yeah.
And I just remember
I wouldn't be here.
I told mum about it, and she was just like, "Does this not make you want to come home?" And I was like, "I've just accepted my fate at this point. You know, if it hits us, it hits us. You know,
it's not gonna hit us. We don't put those negative vibes out."
Famous last words.
But yeah, that is it for this week's episode of A Cup of Laurenade with my first ever guest.
Yay!
Do let me know if you enjoyed having a guest, and especially one that talks as much, if not more, than me.
Yeah, literally, I could talk for the next 2 hours probably if you kept asking me.
Honestly, same.
I'll come back on if you have me, if the viewers want me.
Oh, yeah. You better say that you want her. If not, well, she's coming back anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
How do you deal with criticism and negative comments on your post? I don't
like
ignore
you.
it.
Come back. I'm not going to listen anyway. But definitely be sure to check out Taz's YouTube channel and Instagram. I will link everything down below. So do be sure, if you like cooking content, or if you just like more funny British friends, then here is Taz.
Yeah, I'll do better at posting regularly. I'm scheduling them. It's just been so busy like the last few months. So during my filming and stuff for season 2, I'll make more time to actually post.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah, and when my episode of on season 2 comes out, I will share it. So
yes,
definitely watch out for that.
I will force her to make a reel.
I'll make it anyway. You don't have to force me. I'm there. But yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I will see you guys in a new episode next week.
Bye. Mwah.